Olá amigos, quem fala é Ricardo Beccari, sejam bem-vindos ao Sabe TV. Hoje nós temos uma entrevista exclusiva com o piloto norte-americano D.Tucker. Quem vai conversar com ele? O Alex Arantes, nosso correspondente lá dos Estados Unidos, diretamente de Oshkosh 2018. Aproveite, visite nosso site skyscience.com.br. Um abraço a todos, fiquem bem.
And Sean Tucker, what prompted you to decide to retire from your solo career?
I absolutely love my solo career. I love everything about it. It has been a fabulous journey for myself, pushing my own personal boundaries as an aviator. I receive much joy from my solo career. But you know, I've been doing this a long time, and I've really received a lot of rewards and privileges because of my successes. But you always have to press your boundaries personally and professionally in order to grow. And my goal now is to finish the solo career and become a team lead of a team. And so I'm very much looking forward to this next journey in my aviation career.
And we heard that your aircraft is going to the Smithsonian Institution. You know, if that is correct, how did that come about?
It is an incredible honor to be invited to have your airplane in the Smithsonian National Aviation Space Museum in Washington, D.C., downtown, upside down, in the new General Aviation exhibit. It's a huge honor, and that's a lifetime achievement. So I'm finish offing my solo year with this airplane. They're allowing me to fly it for one more year in 2019 to lead the team and also campaign the airplane and get the message out that it's going in the Smithsonian. And what a better place for the airplane to retire in that museum.
Without a doubt. And have you already selected the new members of your new team?
This is going to be a journey for me. I right now have budget just for a 2-ship. As soon as I get budget for a 4-ship, then I'm going to select the other members. Mm-hmm. And because you know, the airplanes, they fly theoretically lift, weight, thrust, and drag. What really makes an airplane fly is money. And so I have to go raise some more money. I've been very fortunate that Oracle's going to stay with me through 2019, so I'm there for half of the money right now, and so we're looking for other sponsorships.
And as far as the aircraft itself, are you trying to keep like this formation team, the new team, like just a one kind of aircraft, or will be a mixture of aircrafts? Have you made that decision yet? I understand, like of course, no, the biplane will stay with you in the beginning.
This girl will be with me through 2019, and we're going to use monoplanes. Probably either the Extra 300 or the new Gamebird, which I'm going to go fly this fall, test fly. It's a beautiful airplane, and it has better cross-country legs, and it's very nimble as well. In fact, the Chilean Halcones are flying that airplane now, and so it would be a nice platform. Ideally, I would love to use a PC-7 or PC-9, but it's again all about budget. And so there's some very talented people in the United States that I'm going to invite to be on this team, but I just have to put it together now. It's a whole new journey for me.
Wonderful. And we know that you practice every day for most of the year, and sometimes more than one time a year. How do you get back into the groove of things when you don't fly for a while? For example, when you are climbing Aconcagua, you know, how do you get yourself back into?
Well, 2 weeks ago, I just finished climbing the Matterhorn in Switzerland. It was a fabulous climb. I was off for 3 weeks, and you lose your G tolerance. And so 9 days before Oshkosh began, I got home and I started training 3 flights a day to get my body reacclimated with the G tolerance, to get my touch and skills back in tune with the flying machine. And it took me about 12 flights, so it was about 4 or 5 days into it, I started feeling good about being an air show performer again. And you do need to practice every day. In fact, after this interview, I'm going to be going out doing a photo flight with you, but then getting a full-on practice to get ready for my show tomorrow.
So Sean, you have mentioned Bob Hoover through several of your interviews and some of the talks that you have given. I know you and Bob Hoover were very good friends. How significant that was for you to receive the Hoover Trophy, being the first recipient of the Hoover Trophy after Bob Hoover himself?
I think Mr. Hoover was probably the most beloved aviator in America, the most respected aviator in America, and he was a dear friend to me. He was, I flew shows with him when he was still flying shows. He was a great mentor to me. He gave me one of the reasons I'm successful today is because of the advice that he gave me that I followed. One of the reasons I'm alive today is because I followed his advice. And to receive the Bob Hoover Trophy was a milestone in my life. It was an important moment in my life. It was humbling, and I felt very privileged and very honored to receive that trophy, because what Bob meant to me personally and what he meant to this country and to all aviators throughout the world. So it was quite the honor.
And speaking of all the aviators around the world, you are well known around the world. You know, the whole world knows you and loves you too. In Brazil, you were very well loved, as you know. As a matter of fact, you are a member of the Brazilian Smoke Squadron. You are an honorary member. Any message you would like to give to our friends in Brazil, and especially their SAB aviation friends?
Well, what I love about Brazilians is their passion, their heart, their energy. The Smoke Squadron is all Brazilian. It is, and their passion and their heart and their energy are pure, and that inspires me. Brazilians inspire me, and maybe one of these days I can take my team to Brazil and do my dance in Brazil.
That would be fantastic. Anything else would you like to share with us about?
You know, being here at Oshkosh is where the entire world comes together as a family to celebrate the magic of flight, and to be a small part of it, for me, to 3 times during the week be able to perform is one of the highest honors you could receive as an aviator. This is my 26th year consecutively flying at Oshkosh, and I never not appreciate the opportunity to live this dream.
Wonderful. Well, Sean, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us at SAB TV. It's much appreciated.
It's my pleasure.